Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka P. Diddy, aka PD, aka Love and Brother Love, if you will be in court today. His criminal case is expected to kick off today with jury selection. He is facing 3 counts, okay? The most serious is count 1, which is a racketeering conspiracy. If convicted, he could face up to life imprisonment. What the prosecution is alleging is that the defendant abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. They're alleging that in order for him to do so, he relied on the employees' resources and the influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other things, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The prosecution has gone as far as to pretty much lay out what a freak-off is, because that is a part of the indictment. Prosecution is alleging that the defendant, as well as members of his enterprise, intimidated, threatened, and lured female victims into orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Prosecution alleges that the defendant would then use force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as freak-offs. And freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that the defendant arranged, directed, and masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, the defendant, with the assistance of members and associates of the enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. The prosecution is further alleging that the freak-offs occurred on a regular basis, and sometimes these would last multiple days and often involved multiple sex workers. They're further alleging that the defendant distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant, and sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. The second count of the indictment is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and the third count is transportation to engage in prostitution. Cassie is expected to testify. The very disturbing video that we all saw is going to come in